Good evening, Cerritos residents and members of our community. I would like to call to order the Monday, February 9, 2026, 7 o'clock p.m. City Council Successor Agency regular meeting. The invocation will be given by Assistant City Clerk Alicia Alvarez, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Cerritos Youth Basketball League Pee Wee Division Team, Mini Mambas. Please rise for the invocation and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Alvarez.
Yes, thank you. As we begin this meeting, let us acknowledge the dedication of all those present to the improvement of our community. Let us, as community members and leaders, focus on the values of honesty and transparency. May we be guided by reason, integrity, and our shared desire to act for the common good. Let us listen with open minds to differing perspectives and act with compassion and courage to make decisions that build a stronger and more prosperous community. Amen.
Mini Mambas.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mini Mambas. Can you tell us your name and what grade in school you go to?
I'm Luke, and I'm in third grade, and I go to Nixon Academy.
My name is Caden, and I go to Nixon Academy.
My name is Aiden, and I go to Leo Elementary.
My name is Michelle, and I'm in third grade going to Nixon Academy.
My name is Anna, and I go to Gonzalez Elementary School, third grade.
Awesome.
My name is Samuel, fourth grade, and I go to Arnold Elementary School.
Great. Coach, can you and the Mini Mambas meet us over here for a group photo? Absolutely. Come on, council colleagues.
Oh, Melissa's husband. Remember me from Cerritos High School? Hi. Kids? Oh my God. Is she here? Is Melissa here? Mark, is Melissa here? Oh, just it's good to see. It's been so good.
Okay, you sit down.
Here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Please stay there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh my God.
Thanks for coming out.
I said hello. Oh my God.
A great season. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good answer. There you go. There you go, sir. 14. All right.
Thank you so much.
I just saw him this Saturday. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming out. Thank you.
Thank you to the Mini Mambas and Coach Mark. It was so fun watching you coach your game this Saturday morning. Coach Mark, thank you to you and Melissa. Thank you to the Mini Mambas. Madam Assistant City Clerk, will you please conduct the roll call?
Yes, thank you. Council and Agency Member Hong.
Here.
Council and Agency Member Polito.
Present.
Council and Agency Member Say.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem and Vice Chair Johnson.
Present.
Mayor and Chair Yokoyama.
Here. The next item is presentations. Announcement of winning cow name. The city of Cerritos commissioned nationally acclaimed sculptor Jane DeDecker to create Milking Time, a tribute to Dairy Valley. Milking Time is a series of bronze sculptures that includes a farmer, his son and daughter, the family dog, and a cow. The artwork reflects Cerritos's agricultural roots and the enduring values of family and community, and is fully funded through developer-paid contributions to the city's Art in Public Places program. The sculptures will be installed at the Cerritos Civic Center this year to celebrate the city's 70th anniversary. The city invited the community to participate in a Name the Cow contest to name the cow sculpture featured in Milking Time. Nearly 300 creative names were submitted. The top 10 cow names were selected by the city. Community members then voted for their favorite name. A total of 287 votes were received, and I am pleased to announce that the winning name is Bessie. Bessie, Bessie the cow. The residents that submitted the name will be recognized at the February 26th. The residents that submitted the name will be recognized at the next city council meeting later this month and awarded with special city keepsakes. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Name the Cow contest. Details about the Milking Time dedication event will be available soon, and I hope you can all join us for the celebration of this delightful new public artwork that will be presenting Bessie the cow. Okay, Eagle Scouts. The rank of Eagle Scout, which is awarded to only 2% of all members of Scouts BSA, is the highest award that can be earned in scouting. This evening, the Cerritos City Council has the honor to recognize the Eagle Scouts of Troop 72, who have achieved this great honor through their hard work, perseverance, and dedication. Can Hamza Sabah please come up? Hamza Sabah, congratulations. Your project consisted of the construction of 2 benches for Islamic Center of Cyprus Mosque. Mr. Sabah led a team of 19 volunteers in construction of the 2 benches. The project took a total of 103 hours to complete the measuring, cutting, and assembly of the benches, showcasing his dedication to helping others. Congratulations to Eagle Scout Hamza Sabah. We are presenting you with a City of Cerritos proclamation celebrating and recognizing you attaining Eagle Scout. Congratulations. And I'm gonna let you please share, will you please share some words about you becoming Eagle Scout and what that means?
Obviously, I think even those who don't make the rank of Eagle Scout are still impressive. Boy Scouts in general is a journey, and I would not be the person I am today without Boy Scouts. It's taught me independence, leadership, hard work, socializing. It definitely shaped who I am today, and it's a great experience. Being an Eagle Scout specifically meant a lot to me, as it took it was hard work to get, and it just felt really good to get the rank. And yeah, it couldn't be possible without the scout leaders, the parent volunteers, my other scout friends who helped. And yeah, it's just mostly a big community that made it happen. And without them, I would not be up here, and I would not be the person I am today.
Congratulations. Is there any family here with you?
Yeah, I have my mom, sister, older brother, and younger brother.
Great. Can they come up, please, and take a group photo with the city council? Come on, council colleagues.
Congratulations. Step forward, please. So they can see you. Both. Everybody? Sure. Perfect.
You can see a flag. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Please stay there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Where did you go? Lucas, yes, okay, yes, we'll go to that.
Thank you.
Nathan Chung, will you please come up? Congratulations, Nathan. Just stay right there. Nathan Chung's project consisted of the construction of 2 benches for Cerritos Baptist Church. Mr. Chung led a team of 24 volunteers over 2 days in the construction of the 2 benches. The project took a total of 125 hours to complete the cutting, assembling, and staining of the benches, showcasing Mr. Chung's dedication to helping improve the lives of others. Congratulations, Nathan Chung. I'm honored to present you from the Cerritos City Council this proclamation celebrating your attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. Congratulations. So can you please share some words about becoming an Eagle Scout?
Okay, so being an Eagle Scout has been a goal for me ever since I joined Scouts at around 3rd grade. I have been, basically, all I've ever known is going camping, tying knots, and that doesn't seem like it translates into the real world, but it actually does. Being in Scouts the whole time has taught me so much about leadership, compassion, and understanding that hard work, no matter what it is, does not always amount to nothing. Anything you do, do it with joy and take pride in your hard work. And I am very grateful to receive this award.
Thank you, Nathan. So is anybody here with you?
Yes, my 2 brothers are here, as well as my mom and my dad.
Great. Would you like to join us for a group photo with the City Council and Eagle Scout Nathan Chung? Come on, council colleagues.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Oh my God. You must be so proud. You guys are going to get it. Thanks for coming out.
Right. Can you see a flash? Right here. 1, 2, 3. That's what we say. Can I ask you a tiny bit? Perfect. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Please stay there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Council colleagues, council colleagues.
Can you see a flash? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stay there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
What is their ranking?
So our Scoutmaster, Mr. Jerry, is here. Our previous Scoutmaster, who just finished his term, Mr. Eddie, is here. And Ira is here. And then we have Bradley and James and my brother Tarek.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting these two Eagle Scouts. And I also wanted to please share that Nathan Chung and Hamza Saba also received certificates of merit from our state senator, California state senator, who represents Cerritos, Tony Strickland. Congratulations. Artesia High School girls volleyball team. Champions. 2025-2026 Artesia High School girls volleyball team. Yeah, I'm really glad that the city of Cerritos can honor and recognize and celebrate during our presentations this championship team. The city of Cerritos would like to recognize the 2025-2026 Artesia High School girls volleyball team as 2025 CIF State Division 8 champions. The Artesia High School Pioneers defeated Sure High School 25-9, 25-12, and 27-25, securing their first ever divisional title win. Sailing through the playoffs against Ramona Convent, de Toledo High, Vistamar High, and Loma Linda Academy helped cement Artesia's success against Sure. This win demonstrates the team's dedication, determination, and commitment to excellence. Congratulations to the Artesia High School girls volleyball team. Could you please come on up? And Coach Francisco's here, right? Coach Francisco. I'll hand you the mic and you guys
Mr. Three Rows.
So for your CIF State Division 8 Championship Team 2025, the Cerritos City Council and the City of Cerritos is honored to recognize and celebrate the Artesia High School girls volleyball team champions. So I'd like to please present this proclamation to you. And we will be giving you, your coach, individual certificates of recognition for each of the players and each of your coaches, Coach Francisco. And I'm gonna hand the mic to a captain, and please tell us about this championship team and this journey to being the first ever CIF divisional champions.
Hi, I'd like to thank our community, first of all, and I'd like to thank our coaches and our family to be here that are supporting us right now. This championship could not happen without them, without all their support. And I'd like to thank my teammates too for sticking through it with all of our hardships. Like, first of all, this journey was really rocky at first, knowing that we didn't even make CIF the last year. So knowing that we really wanted this championship, we really decided to step it up and come together and really fight with every point. Like, we really, really, really wanted this championship. So I'd like to say thank you again.
Yeah, congratulations, especially with Sure pushing you guys in that third game of 27-25. So congratulations. Coach Francisco?
Yes, thank you guys for this honor. For us, it's really an honor to be here and be recognized. I'm proud of these girls for playing so hard. They left their tears and sweat on the court. And, by winning the championship, they demonstrated that they put 110% on the court. So I'm proud for that. And like I keep telling them, just enjoy the moment. This is theirs. Take it with you girls for the rest of your life. This is you guys' time. Enjoy it. And I'm thankful. I'm with the parents and the school faculty for giving me the opportunity to take over this team. And thank you to the girls for trusting me and taking them into this championship.
Thank you. Thank you, Artesia High School girls volleyball team champions, with your coaches. We're so proud of you, champions, representing your school, representing the school district. We have a Cerritos City Council that has ABC graduates on it, and specifically Mayor Pro Tem Linda Johnson is an Artesia High School graduate. So congratulations for representing your team, your families, your coaches, your school, your district. You guys are champions. Congratulations. So council colleagues, will you please join me with a photo with this championship team? Make sure everybody, you can see the camera.
All right, you see a flash? Right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you please stay there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not going to keep listening. Coach, thanks for making this happen, your patience and figuring out good things. Thanks to Julian.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Okay, congratulations to the champions, Artesia High School girls volleyball team, 25-26. Okay. 5B, Mayor's Annual Appointment. City Manager, do we have a report on this item?
Yes, thank you. For this item, I'll defer to Assistant City Clerk Alicia Alvarez.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council, per City Council direction at the Monday, January 12, 2026 meeting, the item before you is the consideration of the mayor's nominations for appointments to internal ad hoc working groups, external boards, commissions, and committees, and for community member service during the 2025 to 2026 mayoral term. In just a moment, the mayor will present his nominations, after which staff recommends the City Council receive public comment, then review, consider, and approve by majority action. 1, Mayor Yokoyama's nominations for service appointments, and 2, direction to the City Clerk to prepare and post an updated Fair Political Practices Commission agency report of public official appointments, or Form 806 if necessary, and an updated city appointments brochure to the city's website, and finally, to coordinate the dissemination of contact information to the respective external bodies and appointees. This concludes my report, and I'm available to answer any questions the council may have.
Thank you. Thank you for the report. Okay, so, by the way, my screen is not on. So regarding the mayor's appointments for the City Council internal ad hoc working groups, I want to make some changes. So for the Chamber of Commerce, it will be Jennifer Hong, Councilmember Hong, and Councilmember Say. For personnel, it will be Mayor Pro Tem Johnson and Councilmember Hong. And for Southeast Gateway Line Project, it will be myself and Councilmember Polito. And those are the changes. Do I have any questions or comments from the council? Okay, seeing no questions or comments from the council, I will now open for public comments on this item, item 5B. Okay, seeing no speakers. Seeing none, I will close the public comment period. Does the council have any questions or comments? Do I have a motion? Do you have any questions or comments?
No, not at this item.
Move to approve.
Second.
Yeah, we have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Johnson and a second by Councilmember Polito. Let's vote.
The motion passes on a vote of 5-0.
Item 6, public comments. Thank you for,
Excuse me, Mayor. May I make a statement before the public comments or?
okay, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. I want to make some statement regarding last time. Thank you, Mayor, for giving me the time to speak, because I have been contacted by a lot of residents, and they have a lot of questions about the last meeting, the last vote. And I understand the concerns and frustration around the water and sewer rate increase. I get it. But I want to be clear. People are very confused about the last meeting about the voting. I want to be clear. I voted no when the rate increase was first brought to the council. And for the records, after the motion to reconsider passed, the original motion was already back on the floor under Robert's rules. The subsequent motion to revote was unnecessary to me, and that's why, and I abstained due to procedural confusion, because I had already gone on records opposing the increase. I chose to abstain rather than cast a second vote that could be misunderstood. My position has not changed, okay? I oppose the water rate increase. Of course, we all understand we do need to have the increase. It's just the rate. And continue to advocate for affordability and accountability for our residents. And I really appreciate those who taking the time to contact me and share your concerns. I heard your voice, and I also want to say thank you for all our council colleagues. We're all trying to working hard and trying to reconsider is whatever we can do the better work for you guys, for all the residents. So, and thank you, Mayor, for giving me the chance to clarify this. I want to say it so most of the public and residents can understand what's going on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember Hong. Councilmember Say, you wanted to have a comment?
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment. According our Cerritos.
All of this, hold on, all of this is okay, right, City Attorney?
We shouldn't discuss the matter, but if you have a comment that is short and brief, that is within the purview of the mayor to allow.
All right, you heard the City Attorney.
I heard real short. Reconsiderations under guidebook from the Cerritos City. And on the appendix 3, page 6, has talked about motion to reconsider. And that is change my vote. And I realize that all the way along, I do support the water rate, but I also do support that have the staff go back, which is being stated by the mayor, which I kind of lost at that point. I want to apologize to the people that you asked me to vote what you want. Unfortunately, I cannot. As an elected official, I carry 3 positions here. I have to work with the staff, administrator, I have to work with my colleague, and I also have to work on community based the budget that we have. So I support water rate increase. I'm also working the future readjust, and I'm working on it right now. And I'm open to all the community to call me if you have any better idea. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember Hong. Item 6, public comments. Mayor's comments on decorum. Thank you for your attendance at tonight's meeting. State law and our local rules do not support the use of profanity, hateful speech, or activity that disrupts the conduct of this city council meeting. If necessary, I will issue an initial warning and call for a recess to restore order. After that, the chamber may be cleared if disruption continues. The term disruption means any behavior that materially disrupts, disturbs, impedes, or delays the orderly progress of a public meeting, including but not limited to shouting, interrupting speakers, using threatening language, refusing to follow meeting rules, or causing a physical disruption. A disturbance or disruption also includes the definition under Government Code Section 54957.95. The following comments pertain to all public comment periods on tonight's agenda. I will open public comments at the appropriate times on the agenda. Please be prepared to approach the podium and begin your comments at the time you are called. Public comments should be directed to the City Council and made only from the podium during your turn. Please respect each speaker and refrain from any disruptive behavior or speech during their comment time. Public comments will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Agenda item 6 public comments should be limited to items on the consent calendar, closed session, and items not listed on the agenda but that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the legislative body. The City Council has received no written comments for agenda item 6. Is that correct, City Clerk?
I apologize, Mayor. We have received 4 written public comments for item 6.
We have received written comments for agenda item 6. Prior to the meeting, the City Council received full text, unredacted copies of 4 written comments submitted by the deadline for item 6. Requests for copies of written comments can be made to the office of the City Clerk during regular business hours. I will now open for item 6 public comments. Dr. Jenny Gutierrez.
Good evening. I'm here today on behalf of my neighborhood, Sunray neighborhood, area B25. We're right across from Liberty Park. Back in late 2024 and early 2025, our neighborhood suffered multiple break-ins despite vigilant neighborhood watch, and several of Sunray residents petitioned to City Council around that time for help, because we felt we were going above and beyond to try to prevent these break-ins, and with cameras, taking photos, looking out for each other. That resulted in our neighborhood getting an LPR camera at one of the entrances of our neighborhood. The one, we have 2, and it was the one closest to the 605 freeway, because that seemed to be where most of, they would exit to try to get on the freeway quickly. It has come to our neighborhood group attention that there is a resident petitioning to move that LPR camera from our location to another area in Cerritos. I'm asking City Council to not move our camera, because since its placement, we have had a significant drop in burglaries. If another neighborhood is in need, I ask that they provide another camera rather than remove ours. We fear that if it's removed, it will just go back to square one, and all our efforts will have been wasted, and we'll be basically living in fear again. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gutierrez. And also just wanted to let you know we did get your written comment. Thank you. Teddy Lloyd. After Teddy Lloyd, Bill Cinco.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, City Council members. A late Happy New Year, but an early Happy Chinese New Year to you all, which is next week. Also, I'm very excited to see the Eagle Scouts and then also the CIF volleyball champions from Artesia High School. This evening, I'm here to make a suggestion for the city of Cerritos, because I do know that Sunshine Park has a basketball court that the city, I believe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, resurfaced multiple basketball courts. But Sunshine Park basketball courts was never really resurfaced. And I noticed that after 3 more years, the surface does look like it needs it. So now, I'm not too sure whether or not that's been part of the city's for this fiscal year. And I did look at the city's budget and on. I did notice amount set aside for court resurfacing and all that. I'd like to make a proposal for the city to consider, and I hope that the city will give it a favorable consideration. because my home is located right there, and I've always talked to a lot of the neighbors that they like to see the surface to be resurfaced. But at the same time, I hope the city may also add in, when you resurface it, you have to paint the lines for basketball, and how about paint the lines for pickleball courts? And I know that I have gathered a lot of information, and I can share that with the city. Multiple cities have done that. One is the city of Cypress at the Independence Park, Lexington Park, and then others would be nearby city of Lakewood. So in any case, my suggestion is that if the city does not have the budget for it, I'll be happy to donate, for the city, and then that can be expedited, and then hopefully we'll not have to wait for another 3 years and then to resurface that. And then I always commented that I say, with the city, sometimes it always takes longer. But if it's my own private property, I'll get it done next Friday. But I'm hoping that the city may speed it up. And then if the need to get some more information, how is it done, I'll be happy to volunteer my time and give the information to the city, to the engineering department or the public works. I'll be happy to suggest what would make it the greatest, best for our city. And I have used that as an opportunity because many of the courts that the city of Cerritos created last year, now it's a year, and they always get so packed. I mean, it doesn't take an expert to find out that the sport has grown. So I hope that the city of Cerritos would give that a favorable consideration, and I'll be happy to, contribute and donate whatever the city needs to resurface the basketball court.
All right, thank
you very
Teddy.
much.
Thank you, Teddy. Bill Cinco?
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Honorable Council members. My name is Bill Cinco. I'm the Executive Director for Community Family Guidance Center. Proud to serve there. We're doing awesome work, and I just wanted to come by and give you a quick update on what the agency's been doing, and in Cerritos in particular. For 50 years, we've helped kids get beyond their mental health challenges, and we're helping families in Cerritos as well heal from trauma, abuse, emotional, behavioral, and mental health challenges through proven, compassionate, and culturally responsible programs. Our main office is in Cerritos, next to the Cerritos Auto Mall. We've been there for many years, the early 1980s. And so we are Cerritos born and bred, so to speak. Our area that we serve has grown from the Hawaiian Gardens Cerritos area to 28 cities in southeast Los Angeles County. We have 1,300 new clients come and visit us every year, and we see about 500 plus kids per week. So we're seeing a lot of kids, and we do this through funds that we get through the Department of Mental Health, through private funds, through city funds, and we don't charge the families that come and see us who qualify for services. Our services are delivered in office, they're delivered at schools, they're delivered out in the community, at homes, via telehealth as well. We meet the client where they're at. And we provide non-intensive therapy, which is usually one session a week, but we also do intensive therapy, which could be up to 4 times a week. And those clients also have access to a 24/7 phone call for crisis needs. Our team of 72 persons consists of a psychiatrist, also of licensed and pre-licensed mental health therapists with social work master degrees. We also have bachelor level case managers and skilled administrators and support staff. Our work, I think, is helping keep people from being homeless, drug addiction, crime, because we're fixing a problem in a child that can grow into that. Quickly, I wanted to give you some stats for Cerritos. 521 hours to 32 new Cerritos residents this fiscal year. And last fiscal year, we did 991 service hours to 36 new Cerritos residents, and we utilized $342,000 of our contract money to do that. So if you have any questions for me or anything like that, I'll be glad to answer, and just wanted to say thank you for supporting the agency over the years.
Thank you, Bill.
Also, I have some flyers. I can just leave them up here in case anybody in the audience needs to get a hold of us to get some services, okay?
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Mateo Roman, and then Thomas Schwartz.
Good evening, and thank you, Honorable Mayor Yokoyama and Honorable Council members for this opportunity to speak today. My name is Mateo Roman, and I am a junior at Whitney High School. Last Friday, February 6th, I, along with other student leaders across the ABC USD School District, held a walkout to raise the voices of youth regarding recent actions taken by Immigration and Customs Enforcement throughout the state and across the country. I would like to take a quick moment to thank Janica Joaquin and Elise Fernando of Whitney High School, Emily Gutierrez Gonzalez, and Isabella Ortiz of Artesia High School, Isabella Franco and Yomaris Aranda and Xavier Moreno of Cerritos High School, and Collard Fisher of Fedi Middle School, and all those who helped us with this walkout. We had over 500 students participate in this walkout, including students from Whitney High School, Artesia High School, Cerritos High School, and Fedi Middle School, and also Tetzlaff Middle School. We marched throughout the city and held rallies at City Hall, the district office, and the South Street Plaza. Students came with signs expressing their frustration of how ICE has been treating our fellow neighbors and families. Through protesting, we hope to bring about change. That is why I'm standing in front of you here today. I am here to request that the City Council declare Cerritos a sanctuary city and to adopt policies that work to provide safety and support for any Cerritos resident impacted by ICE actions. According to the 2020 census, 44.1% of Cerritos residents are foreign-born. The recent actions of ICE have shown the disregard for the rule of law with their brutality and indiscriminate abductions of people based on the color of their skin and their accents. There appears to be no regard for the rights of U.S. citizens as seen in the recent murders of Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy, both of whom were United States citizens. Additionally, there were numerous instances of ICE detaining U.S. citizens and declaring the proof of citizenship that was shown to them as fake or simply disregarding that. We ask the council to please consider adopting policies established by other cities that reflect the city's desire to provide safety and support for all of its residents, including an LA ordinance which outlines policies set forth by the LA City Council, specifically declaring and ordering that ICE is prohibited from using Los Angeles resources for immigration enforcement. Additionally, we would like to ask that the City Council adopt a fund that would support any resident that is impacted by ICE, like the Long Beach Justice Fund, which is outlined in the document in front of you. Additionally, in that document, it is a report regarding how Long Beach has implemented their sanctuary city status and policies. Furthermore, we ask that Cerritos Sheriff hold the immigration enforcement accountable for their actions and act when human lives are in danger. We understand that the sheriff cannot involve themselves with immigration enforcement actions, and we ask that in the event of ICE activity in Cerritos, should someone call and ask for support, that the sheriff arrive on scene to document and ensure that the safety of the detainee in question is ensured. We believe that the lives of any human is important and it should be the top priority of the sheriff. We understand that the sheriff has previously put out a statement that they would protect the rights of citizens. Can I?
You could finish your point, Mateo.
And that they directly, the sheriff has previously put out a statement that they would protect the rights of citizens and would support immigration enforcement should they request support. This directly contradicts their very own mission statement to partner with community, proactively prevent crime, enforce law fairly, and enhance the public's trust by not protecting us from unlawful and violent actions carried out by ICE. Thank you.
Thank you, Mateo. Mateo, thank you for presenting your information to the City Council for consideration and for dropping off this paperwork. Thank you. Cerritos is a sanctuary city. Can you explain that, please, public safety manager Ryan Carey?
Yes, sir. As you touched on, our City of Cerritos Sheriff's Department
does not support ICE or their functions. It's a federally governed activity. The city doesn't have any jurisdiction over that. And so we function, our Community Safety Division functions in a support capacity to ensure the safety of the community. But our sheriff's deputies do not partake in immigration activities or things of that nature.
So, Mateo, thank you for your public comment. Thomas Schwartz, and then Linda Troxel.
Good evening, Mayor Yokoyama, council members. I'm coming to you today on behalf of my neighbors. On February 6th, Friday, there was 2 accidents off of Marquardt. So early in the afternoon, as my nieces were getting out of school, there was an accident on 183rd and Marquardt. Later in the evening, there was an accident on Artesia and Marquardt. And this is a very common occurrence down that street. Lots of accidents. I remember even me walking home from school from Cerritos Elementary. There were accidents constantly over there. Weeks ago, I'm sure you guys know about it. There was an accident where the wall was struck out. I think you guys had to coordinate with La Palma because that street turns into Walker. So I think you guys had to coordinate with La Palma. But even right after that wall was fixed, the wall was damaged again. Another car hit it. So I'm coming to you today. I'm just asking if maybe a traffic study or something can be done along that street. I know especially the light on 183rd and Marquardt, it's a left turn light. I don't believe there's an arrow there, and that I believe causes a lot of confusion with syncing with drivers. On the Artesia end, I'm not quite sure what the issue is. I think the light was out the other day, actually, which may have caused the accident later in the evening. But yeah, just in general, I'm coming to you today on behalf of my neighbors to ask if you can take a look at both ends of that street and also along down the street. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schwartz. Linda Troxel, and then Carla Gilheis. Sir, can you help her with those papers, please? Can somebody help her, Linda Troxel, with the papers?
Over 10 years ago, my home was poisoned when the popcorn ceiling containing asbestos dropped to the ground with no covering on the roof, poisoning me and my whole house. Since then, AAA has certainly had refused to come back to fix it, and contacted you, the mayor, August of last year about this problem, presented it in person here with all of the documents. Then, and you get that from him.
What do you want out of it?
The water, and since then, contacted Janice Hahn, and to no avail. She and Janice Hahn and Lauren and Mark refused to help me. Home of toxic meth poisoned out for all that time. Now, and then broke. So I have to finally have you contact the governor about this. Home is a toxic mess, and I expect you, the mayor, to fix it. Contact the governor about this.
The health is not any better since we've been sick, and you could all witness that by watching it.
The home, toxic mess. And so need you need you, the mayor, to personally contact the governor about this finally, and to get some money for me. Sonny, money immediately, because Janice Hahn refused to help. And again, need you to finally get back in touch with me tomorrow to get some money for me, period.
Thank you.
And contact the governor about this. Contact the governor. Have to have money right now. Dead broke, beyond broke. So now, and again, contact the governor about this.
Let's go, Linda.
Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this?
Thank you, Linda. Sir, did you also leave your name with?
My name's Anthony Bautista. I live in a senior citizens home.
Thank you.
I'm 70 years old and I'm still healthy.
Thank you, sir.
I probably was exposed to more things than she was, but
I need
Thank you, sir.
money now. Need to finally contact the governor so that I can get some money beyond dead broke. Beyond, so I expect you finally to contact the governor to help me.
Thank you, Linda.
Are you going to do this?
Could you help her, please, with the walker's all the way over there, and she.
Considering it now. They can't do it right now. Come on, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Bautista. Thank you, Mrs. Troxel. Ms. Troxel.
My house back now, beyond broke, because these people refuse to help.
Come on, Linda.
Because these people refuse to
I-
help. Need money now.
City Clerk's office, I see Thomas Schwartz's name on the public comment list.
I accidentally submitted it twice.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So Carla Gilheis and then Case Vanderlinden. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Troxel. Thank you, Mr. Bautista. Thank you, Mr. Bautista, for helping Ms. Troxel.
Thank you.
Hold on for one second.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. I stand here today deeply concerned about the direction this council is taking regarding both the management of our meetings and the management of our money. First, let's talk about transparency. It has become a concerning pattern for this council to run meetings for 5, sometimes 6 hours, stretching into the wee hours of the morning. When the meetings start at 7 p.m. and end at 1 a.m., you are no longer serving the public. You are exhausting us. Furthermore, it is completely unacceptable to revisit votes. While it may be legal and it may follow the rules, it's still unacceptable to revisit votes after the public has gone. That reeks of being shady. If a vote is worth taking, it's worth taking in public. Now, I understand that a lot of people don't attend these meetings and you give votes all the time. But especially on a vote that was as controversial as the water rates, to have a re-vote, something didn't sound right. If this council cannot conduct the city's business efficiently within a reasonable time frame, perhaps it's time to move from meeting every other week to meeting weekly. The business of Cerritos deserves focused attention, not sleep-deprived decisions. This leads me to the financial burden you are placing on the families. We are facing a proposed 90% increase in our water and sewer bills. Council keeps suggesting that a new utility tax or sales tax will help lower these costs. That's fiscally dishonest. A utility tax does not lower the cost of water. It increases the amount of money leaving the resident's pocket because I'm going to pay the increase and then I'm going to pay the utility tax. How does that make sense? Similarly, adding a sales tax doesn't reduce water rates. That money goes into a general fund and it'll be used elsewhere. That's not a solution. Try again. We already have a massive problem with taxation in this region. The LA County Board of Supervisors is already pushing for a sales tax hike to 10.25%. Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association is absolutely right to criticize this, calling it unfairly harsh on those who are least able to afford it. Cerritos should be protecting residents from this, not adding to it. Got this in the mail. Even the LA County Sanitation District is only proposing a roughly 15% yearly increase. Yet Cerritos is looking at 90% in the first year. This is disproportionate and devastating. Lastly, I need to remind you of math, because this maths. 6,400 protest forms have been submitted. That translates to about 12,800 votes if you assume each house had 2 votes. Don't ignore the will of the people. Don't continue to ignore the will of the people. We deserve transparency, efficiency, and fiscal responsibility, delivered with respect. Unfortunately, I didn't get that respect and some others didn't. Linda Johnson, during her unlimited speaking time, presented to call residents
Carla,
bullies.
can you finish your point, please?
I will. 2 sentences. 2 meetings ago. That was slanderous and unacceptable. So I'm giving the council a notice. If that behavior continues, we will be having a very different set of meetings with a different topic, because coming from up there is no reason that you should be reaching out and saying stuff about people in a public environment. You will be held responsible for your public comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Case Vanderlinden and then Philip. Hi, Case.
Good evening, Case Vanderlinden. Must congratulate the 2 scouts for their achievement of Eagle Scout. Brings me back to my scouting days back in early 50s in the former Dutch East Indies. Hopefully you all know where that is located. I have a difficult time at sometimes to have people understand where the former Dutch East Indies was located. Going back on my subject here about a month ago, I believe, you, the mayor, requested feedback from the city regarding the testing of our fire hydrants. I have not seen anything. Maybe I missed it, but I'm very interested to find out what is the routine. Because just like anything else that happened in the city, follow-up is not your greatest thing. You folks are lacking follow-up, that whole council. Why don't you hold the city accountable for it? With 500 employees working for the city, I think they can manage a report rather quickly. Because I think it's very important for us residents to know that you're managing things. I'm very concerned about all this money you're going to collect here for this repair of our water, and we have no maintenance program. I have not seen anything. I must say, just last week, I seen a crew come around, empty the storm drain traps, which was good, because I've seen that before. But as far as any kind of program regarding the maintenance of the flushing of our sewers, I have not seen it. I'd like to find out what the report is. What is the status of your system where you are indeed flushing our sewers out? That used to be at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. I haven't seen that truck. I have seen it in Hawaiian Gardens just last week, but not in Cerritos. Thank you.
Thank you, Case. Yes, I do remember you giving public comment about our fire hydrants and testing and flushing of those. And Alvin Papa and I had a conversation about that, making sure that your public comment was taken into consideration by City Hall. City Manager Alvin, can you update us regarding Mr. Van der Linden's previous suggestion about making sure our fire hydrants are working, especially given the recent fires that have occurred in Cerritos and Artesia.
Yes, thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. Following that previous public comment, we did discuss internally the city's current practices. We have a memo that is being prepared that we will be sending to you soon that provides that update. I don't know if Mr. Papa, you want to give an update at this point?
Yes, we did confirm that every fire hydrant gets reviewed every 2 years by city staff. And so that will be memorialized in the memo along with further details.
And is 2 years the best practice of making sure testing the fire hydrants?
We do it as part of our flushing program. And so in other cities, some cities, fire departments also assist with inspecting the hydrants or taking a look at the hydrants as part of inspecting the fire system. So we've reached out to LA County and are coordinating and getting more detail.
And who has primary responsibility? The city of Cerritos for the fire hydrants located within our boundaries, our city boundaries? Is it the city of Cerritos or is it the Los Angeles County Fire Department?
The city of Cerritos is responsible.
Okay, thank you, Case. Philip. Thank you, Philip. What's your last name?
Cheong.
Thank-
C-H-E-O-N-G.
One more time.
C-H-E-O-N-G.
Thank you.
Good evening, dear honorable mayor and council members. I'm here to make a specific request. Please fix the Cerritos swimming pool as soon as you can. It has been closed for several weeks, and I understand it has been maintenance issues or the so-called plumbing issues. But why is it taking so long to repair the pool? Now, I've been passing by several times during the week, but did not see anybody actually working on the pool at all. So just curious what is going on. As you know, there are thousands of folks, young and old, using the pool on a daily basis. And it causes a lot of inconvenience to have it closed for so long. So I just want to find out really what is the real problem and when are we going to expect the pool to be open soon. I hope the council will give this matter your due considerations, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Philip. The city council has been getting reports from City Hall. City manager, can you give us, share an update with everybody about the swimming pool at Cerritos Park East?
Yes, thank you. A couple weeks ago, the swim center had to close because the water heater system that provides hot water to the showers in the restroom area had a malfunction, and it's quite a significant issue that has resulted in the need of ordering replacement equipment. We do understand that it's potentially a few more weeks before the swim center can be reopened. Following the initial closure, we did reach out to patrons, those who had signed up for classes at the facility, as well as groups that use the facility on a regular basis, to let them know we did refund the class fees for those who had signed up for classes. We don't have an exact date at this point, but we do anticipate that it may be a few more weeks. To comply with public health codes, we are not able to have the facility open without hot water running to the showers. There's nothing wrong with the pool at this point. The pool is operation, but we just cannot have the entire facility open because of the issue with the restrooms. If any member of the public would like to just confirm before they make the trip all the way to the swim center, they're welcome to call our City Hall or Recreation Services Division just to find out if the facility has reopened, and our recreation staff can assist. Any member of the public who has questions about the actual maintenance project can contact our Public Works Department, and we can provide them additional details.
Thank you, City Manager. So that was an important question, Philip. Thank you. So members of the public, if you would like updates about the swimming pool at the Cerritos Park East, please feel free to contact City Hall and ask for the city manager's office and ask for Public Works. Thank you. Okay, are there any other speakers? Seeing none, I will close the public comment period. Item 7, consent calendar. The next item is the consent calendar. Do we have a motion to approve?
Second.
We had a motion from Councilmember Polito. We had a second from Councilmember Say. Let's vote.
The
Thank you,
motion
Drew.
passes on a vote of 5-0.
Thank you, Assistant City Clerk. Drew, can you please help Ms. Troxel? Item 8A and 9A. There are no public hearing or new and old business items on tonight's agenda. Item 10, legislative items. The Cerritos City Council has been made aware and is very concerned about the half-cent general sales tax measure being considered for the June primary ballot by the Los Angeles County Supervisors. City Manager, do we have a report on any legislative items, including the LA County Supervisors' proposed half-cent general sales tax measure?
Yes, thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. Under 10A, just an oral update that city staff has been made aware.
Hold on for 1 second.
City Attorney, is it appropriate for me to recuse at this time?
Yes, since we were talking about a potential sales tax measure which will go to the countywide, it would be appropriate for you to recuse yourself before the discussion is ensued.
Thank you.
Okay, City Attorney, can you confirm one more time the reason for the recusal?
Yes, Councilmember Mayor Pro Tem Johnson is an employee of the county, and the proposed measure that is going to be discussed is a potential 5-cent sales tax.
Half-cent.
Sorry, yes, a half-cent sales tax measure by the county, and it would be appropriate for her to recuse based on a potential conflict of interest.
Okay, thank you. Okay, City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. As was mentioned, the City of Cerritos has been made aware of a proposed half-cent sales tax that the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors is considering. City staff, members of our team have been in conversation with representatives of the county and also with groups that represent the city who advocate for the cities and the county. We have some initial concerns regarding the proposed measure, and for additional detail, I'll defer to Deputy City Manager Ryan Carey to outline those concerns.
Thank you, Robert. Yes, we've been closely tracking the Board of Supervisors' proposal to move forward or take action on a half-cent sales tax measure. We are particularly concerned about the implications for on local control here in Cerritos. If the sales tax measure moves forward, there is the very strong potential that that would eat into any existing remaining sales tax cap that would be available should the city wish to use it as a potential local sales tax in the future. Losing that capacity is a significant challenge for the city. As you know, the county already has several sales tax measures that are being collected throughout the county. And quite frankly, a lot of that funding that Cerritos residents pay that flows to the county in the form of those tax measures doesn't always see its way back to Cerritos. So we have a significant concern that an additional sales tax levied by the county and approved by the voters of the county would cause the implication for Cerritos residents to have to pay an additional half-cent sales tax, but without really having the benefit of that sales tax coming back to Cerritos. Another issue that we're concerned about is that the proposal that the board is considering at this point, they're presenting it as a healthcare measure, but it would be general fund revenue for the county. And so we're concerned about the guardrails that would be in place to prevent that funding from being used for purposes other than the stated purpose of the proposal that the board is currently considering. So we've been monitoring it very closely, and we are, those are the kind of the key concerns we've seen now. And we've had conversations with our colleagues in other cities, Gateway Cities COG, Council of Governments. They've also had discussions and have similar concerns.
And in addition, I'll just add that the Board of Supervisors is scheduled to consider adding this measure to the June ballot at their meeting tomorrow. They have their Board of Supervisors regular meeting, and this is on the agenda.
Do you have any questions from the City Council? Councilmember Hong?
No, thank you.
Councilmember Say?
Yes, I do. I remember back a few times the city had tried put a sales tax in the ballot. Am I right?
That's correct.
Attempts say possible will be increased, and if we don't increase, then we don't get that percentage. Am I right?
Based on the county's current proposal, it is possible that in the future, as Mr. Carey outlined, we could lose the ability to have the full potential use of the additional sales tax that's currently available to us. The county may grab it first.
So that's being in effect right now, and the result you'll get tomorrow?
The County Board of Supervisors is considering this tomorrow, and if approved by a 4/5 vote of the county board, this will be placed on the June ballot for consideration by voters throughout LA County.
Just kind of hypothetical. What is the chance if we put it in? I mean, just hypothetical. If we put it in, the county still taking like half, or it depends on the voters?
So the city of Cerritos is not currently considering a sales tax. That's something that we're researching, that was directed to provide information on, report back. What's currently under discussion under this agenda item is the county's sales tax.
Thank you,
and at the staff level, have made statements to our advocacy groups in opposition to the county's proposal.
Thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember Polito, any questions or comments? Okay, so so this happened relatively quickly, and the county, the Board of Supervisors is proposing a half-cent sales tax because they're saying it's to address funding cuts to health and safety net services under HR 1. So why are they proposing a ballot measure in June that the revenue collected is going to be going into the general fund and not a special fund, or a restricted fund?
That is an issue that several observers have noted, and I'll actually defer to Ms. Lee, who's noted some of the technical concerns regarding the proposed use of funds.
Thank you, Mayor, and that is correct. If funds are specifically earmarked for a special purpose, it is supposed to be a special tax. And the way that the proposed measure is currently written, they are potentially allocating it to the Department of Health, Human and Health Services, and a few other departments. Technically, if a sales tax like this does go forward, special taxes are required to be approved by 2/3 of the electorate. But a general sales tax that can go anywhere or be reallocated is only required to have a simple majority approval. And we do believe that the county is doing this because they, one, want a lower approval threshold, but also they want to be able in the future to move the funds around should they need to. And this came up, like you said, very quickly. It was agendized the weekend of January 23rd for an internal meeting on January 28th and a public meeting for February 10th. And so it caught pretty much all of the cities in LA County by surprise.
All of the 88 cities.
Correct.
Of LA County. And again, the Board of Supervisors or the supervisor who's proposing this is saying it's to address funding cuts to health and safety net services under HR 1. But again, they are, what we've been informed is it's going to be a money going into the general fund.
That is correct.
Ultimately, it is not restricted to just that use. And also, they're saying that the proposed half-cent countywide sales tax, they're stating that it will show that it's a temporary tax for 5 years. But is that enforceable, or can they change that after the fact?
They could change it, but it would have to be changed by the will of the people through a voter approval process again. What's interesting is that they did state that this was in response to cut in funding from federal bill HR 1, but that is only effective for the next 2 years, and this sales tax measure is effective for 5 years.
For 5 years. So the timelines don't match up.
Correct.
Okay, and then, we can have an opportunity here to have our voices heard by taking action tonight in a letter of, if the Cerritos City Council were to consider a letter of opposition, are we able to consider that and have it sent out first thing tomorrow morning?
Yes, if the city council were to take action this evening, staff would be prepared to submit a letter for the signatures of those city council members who wish to be sent to the Board of Supervisors tomorrow in advance of their meeting.
If a majority of the city council approves a letter of opposition, it would be the position of the city of Cerritos.
Correct. It's typical for a letter such as that to be signed by the mayor, but if other members of the council would like to add their signature, that can be accommodated.
Okay, but still, if a majority takes action, approves action, then that is the position of the city of Cerritos.
That's correct.
Okay. And so let me open this up for public comment. Is there any public comment on this legislative item? Okay, seeing none, I'll bring it back to the council. Council colleagues, does anyone have any additional questions or comments?
Yeah, can I say? Okay. It's so sad though, looking back the history of the Cerritos, they had attempted 2 times where other local city and work on the sales tax, such as Atisha and other city, they all, they run for the ballot for increased sales tax and they got what they want. And then they improve in their general fund. And we lost 2 times. I really feel bad about it. We could have a chance. When I was school board, I look at that and say, we could have a chance to improve that. Our city, we talk about LA County. Of course, you can't compare Irvine. Our city is right now, I think, for our city is 9.75, am I right? And the local cities is 10.5, okay? And the resident also concerned about, and I heard quite a bit, concerned about if we increase the sales tax for us, this is hypothetical. That was right before they worry about nobody come to buy the things in our city. But the study has shown by the staff, majority of people purchase is from other area, 80%, 85% there. I don't know what's the future going to be. I'm really worried. That's just as a newly elected council here, I am concerned. The city, As I said the last time, I look around, been going to the program, we are far behind a lot of area needs improve. A lot of things we used to have, we don't have anymore. And a lot of service to the new generation, the young generation, we don't have it. The people have to go to Lakewood, go to other cities, such as ballet class for the 3 years old toddler, and we don't have it. So I'm just looking to what else we have in here in the future. What are we going to do to improving our city? And then as a council, as a newly, we have the inquest here, inquest there, readjusting here, and we ask more of the senior citizen people to pay more. I mean, this is just adding up and up and up. I don't have any solution. And I'm looking among the neighborhood, 10.5, and they were so smart they get it from us. When I went to the council meeting, we outside, like we talked about, on the JPIA, JIP, I can't say the whole thing now. It's so sad when they mentioned about our city. Your city is only the one lower than others, and then you should take that. And I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Those are things we could have get it, but we didn't get it. Now we're going to give out more. I mean, the truth come back now. Before some council wasn't concerned because they think, oh, we'll stay the lower is better for us. Business come to us. But it doesn't seem that way. The truth come back right now. They come to get a percentage from. Every city going to be including us. Thank you, Mayor. That's my concern. I'm worried.
Okay, so we've had a conversation here. We've had a discussion here about reasons that this half-cent sales tax measure proposed by the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors is not in the best interests of the city of Cerritos. So if you could please capture those reasons why it's not in the best interests of the city of Cerritos. It's against the city of Cerritos. And accordingly, I make a motion that the city of Cerritos oppose the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors proposed temporary half-cent general sales tax measure.
I concur.
And put it in a letter of opposition to the members of the Board of Supervisor, and to please copy our state representatives, Assembly Member Sharon Quirk Silva, State Senator Tony Strickland, and United States Congressmember Derek Tran. And if we could please have that letter ready for review and signature to be sent out first thing tomorrow morning.
I second your motion.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. A motion by myself, a second by Councilmember Mark Polito. Let's vote. Mayor Pro Tem Johnson is not here.
The motion passes 4-0 with one recusal.
Okay, so council colleagues, like the city manager said, if you would like to, even though this is the position of the city of Cerritos, in opposition, our position is opposing the proposed half-cent sales tax that will be considered by the County Board of Supervisors tomorrow at their meeting. If you would like to include your signature on the letter, please let the city manager know. Any other legislative items?
No, that's it this evening. Thank you.
Item 11A, report from the city manager.
Yes, thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. If we could please have Mayor Pro Tem Johnson come in. Mayor, members of the City Council, I do have one announcement under item 11A this evening. I'm pleased to announce a new member of our Cerritos executive team. Sabrina Chan was recently promoted to the position of Director of Community Development. Sabrina is a longtime member of the Cerritos community. She grew up here, went to Gonzalez Elementary, went to Cerritos High School, and, Toledo Elementary. As growing up in the area, she held a master's in gerontology from USC, a bachelor's in gerontology from USC, a master's in urban planning also from USC. She's been a longtime employee of the city, been here for over 10 years in the Department of Community Development, having several roles. Most recently, she was the advanced planning manager for the last 4 years. I'm pleased that Sabrina has taken the realm and will be supporting all members of the community development team, as also the city council and the executive team. So I'm happy to congratulate her, and at this time I will defer to her to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. I am honored to join the city as the new Director of Community Development and very grateful for the opportunity to continue serving the Cerritos community. I look forward to working collaboratively with the council, our staff, and members of the public in our community planning, urban development, and just working to bring forth development projects that continue to make Cerritos just a special place to live, to raise your kids, to work, and to play. And so just want to take the opportunity to really thank the City Council for their support and look forward to our future collaborative efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabrina, and if I may just make one correction. If I may make one correction, Sabrina is a graduate of Whitney High School.
Leo and Whitney, huh? All right. I didn't go to Leo, but my kids did, and my niece and nephew are there right now. ABC School District and Bellflower Unified School District, our Cerritos school districts. Awesome. Any other good news? News.
That is the only announcement I have this evening, sir.
It's the only report from the city manager. Okay, that was a good one. Sabrina Chan. Okay. City Council Communications. Councilmember Hong, do you have any City Council communications?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Okay, first of all, I want to say congratulations to Sabrina Chan. I've seen you, I know you ever since I think you started working for the city. And at that time, I was already very impressed with you as you look so young, I'm very impressed with you, with your young age and everything. However, I'm very glad to see you grow into this position, and you deserve it. And I'm looking forward to have your better contribution for our city. Thank you, and congratulations again. And my report about the, first of all, is the Festival of Friendship. We have a wonderful turnout. I was just talking to our CCPA manager, Jeff, and I was wondering how many people show up there. I let Jeff talk to about that. 1,200 people? That's what he told me. Yeah, you can give us some more good news.
Thank you for that. Yes, staff estimated about 1,200 guests and performers in attendance. And of course, much of that credit goes to the Community and Cultural Services Department under the leadership of Annie Hilton. So her staff helped count those heads as well. So we appreciate that.
Yes. I'm going to mention about Annie later on because I have other things that she helped, But I'm so glad this event turns out very well with Annie and Jeff working together. And you would be surprised. There are a lot of residents in Cerritos, they've never been to the CCPA. I was like, really, but they're all very excited to be there because, they have the chance to look at our beautiful theater and they're very impressed. So I check with each one of them. They're all very impressed and they're very happy. And they say, wow, we're so proud we have such a beautiful theater. For that, I really appreciate that. And all the entertainer, all the groups, they have a good time as well. And so are the residents or surrounding residents. And also, on February 6th, last Friday, I was contacted by Taipei Economic and Cultural Office Secretary, Mr. Ting Zhao Zhang. And he wants to come over with a professor from Taiwan, Taipei Technology University. He wants to have visit our library. So I have a chance to have Annie to host as a tour to show us about the library. Annie and Eric did such great presentation. And then we have a meeting like about an hour and we exchange a lot of experience and then we kind of engage together. And today, they're so happy. And right before the meeting, they sent a thank you letter and text to me. And they were seriously considering coming over, moving their event from LA. They're always in LA because their office is by the Los Angeles Koreatown. So most of the time they have events over in Los Angeles. But after this tour, they are very impressed with the library and not to mention about our Performing Arts Center. So they're willing to come over, they're very willing to come over and they will pay for their events. So hopefully that will boost our economic, sales tax, because we have more people coming over here, that will really help. And because we are at the right location, they can have people from Orange County to come over here because if they host it in LA, it's such a long drive for those people from OC to go all the way to Los Angeles. So I'm very happy and thank you, Annie and Eric for a great job. And I'm very happy to see that come out, and we're gonna have more engagement very soon. And February 7th, I have joined the installation of the I-Chinese American Political Action Committee. We have an installation. I'm part of the board members. I'm the VP of that organization. We have an installation night. We have a great turnout, and not to mention, I present the proclamation and certificate on behalf of our mayor and my council colleague, and also council colleague Sophia Say was there also. So it was a great turnout, and everybody knows about our city. So I'm very happy and very proud to present there. And thanks, Mayor, for approving for the proclamation and certificates. Thank you.
You're welcome. Councilmember Say.
Thank you, Mayor. This is my report to the public. January 27, I attended CCPA Arts Education Program. This is what I really like about it. And most people do not know that we have this program, which is funded by the county supervisor and offer free FREE to all students use the CCPA facility. The students were very well behaved and they were all proud of our facility, just like the library. The show was called The Great Race, and it was a story about the Chinese zodiac. I learned why the rat won over the race of the cat, and I don't know at the beginning, and now I know as a Chinese, I didn't know how they fight each other's, and because you assume the cat should run faster than the rat, right? But rat won't, and that's why I run the first animal shows. So I shared with my husband, he laughed. So the audience was from the local school district, approximately around 800 plus 800 to 1,600, just one show 2 times. So I want to thank you, the staff, and a former school board member. People don't see the city also provided service to the district, and it's free, and kids really enjoy and learn the cultural difference among one country to another country. February 4, I visit our senior program led at the senior center. I joined the senior group activity. My goal this year is to provide better service and improvement for our senior community. So one is called Lighten Up. with the laughter human classes. I really liked it. I stayed there, and the lady who wrote this, and it was fun. So February 6th, I attended Senior Central's Love on the Range Valentine's Day luncheon. It was a relaxed time for me. I joined the group and I danced. It was great. And same day that I attended library Chinese folk dance. The February 7th, I attended the festival Friendship at our CCPA. Many community participated in this multicultural event, and I was very happy to be there. And I know my council colleague, Mayor and Mayor Pro Tem, we were there from 10 o'clock, 10:45, mine's to 10:45 to 4:30, and I greeted many people and answered questions and listened to their concern. I thought this was a really good chance for me to expose myself more with our local community. One issue was raised by an ABC district parent, and we talked about 10 minutes. And Sandy said, "Oh, the performance was so great. I'm so glad we have this program." And I did not know we had this free service to our children. So this is kind of another thing we all need to look into from the other side of our CCPA, which is we've forgotten about it, mentioned to our community. February 7th evening, attending IPAC reorganization, as Council colleague Hong said, and I congratulate the newly elected president, Victor Gao. Actually, it was Cerritos resident, and we've been friends years and years, almost 20 to 30 years. And I thank the past president, Tony Ding, for his hard work. February 8th, I attended Chinese Cerritos 慈济 35-year celebration. Thank you, Mayor, and this concludes my 2 weeks report, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Say. Councilmember Polito. Any council,
Thank you,
city
Mr.
council communications?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, council colleagues, city staff. I want to take this opportunity to not talk about an event that I went to, but more kind of some of the work behind the scenes that I've been engaged with regarding the recent student protests that happened this past Friday and the previous Friday right here in our community. And I first want to start by really commending all of the students who participated in the walkouts and protests regarding their opposition to immigration and customs enforcement activity in our community, across the state, and across the country in this very important moment for their generation to really reflect upon what's happening to our nation. And I also wanted to specifically say thank you to the student organizers, one of which came courageously to our meeting tonight to lift up his fellow student organizers, and that is Mr. Mateo Roman. So he's no longer here tonight. You know, it's a school night, but he came here, and I wanted to say thank you to him and to all of the individual student leaders, student organizers who he cited by name. If they're watching, I want to say thank you because you really, through your actions, through your organizing efforts among your peers and your own parents who you had to communicate with in order to get the permission, in order to walk out, I want to say thank you for having those conversations in your homes. I also want to say thank you to all the parents who have been reaching out to myself, and I have no doubt that they've reached out to my colleagues here, as well as our colleagues over at the ABC Unified School District Board of Education. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the ABC Unified School District leadership for sending out a notification to me, not as an elected official, but more as a parent. To fully inform us, because of course the safety and well-being of our children is always a 24/7 lifelong concern of parents. And so I wanted to say thank you for clarifying to the community that Senate Bill 955 allows middle and high school students one excused absence per school year for participation in a political or a civic event, provided the school attendance office is notified in advance. And in addition, students are given a reasonable opportunity to make up missed work. Please note that the school attendance office must be notified before the students participate in a walkout or protest. Mr. Mateo mentioned that over 500 students attended the protest this past Friday. And so I want to commend all of those 500 plus because though I was not able to attend the City Hall convening, I was able to attend the tail end of it over at the ABC Unified School District. Again, not as an elected official, but as a concerned father picking up my son. And I just want to say thank you to this community for keeping our young ones safe. And by extension, I want to say thank you to our sheriff's station. I had gotten reports from parents who were in immediate communication with their children, who were letting them know that sheriff's station personnel were there. And I also want to say thank you to the city staff who coordinated to make that happen. And I also want to say thank you to our mayor for being there. On behalf of all of us parents who are keeping watchful eye over our children, but we're at work, we have other obligations, but we can't be there. So thank you, Frank, for being there. And I hope you'll be able to say a few words about what that experience was like as a son of this community, to see the current sons and daughters of this community rising up, giving voice, being seen and heard, and then respected and protected by our community in defense of our democracy, in defense of our civil liberties. So I just want to say this, is that there's been a lot going on in our community that has really compelled so many people across generations to come out and give voice to their concerns. This past several months, it's been about one issue. And now we've segued to another issue of the youngest generation. And so it just, I'm feeling two different feelings. One of great concern about the moment that we're in, but then also one of great, deep hope and faith for the future of our community and our country because of the young ones, those sons and daughters of this community. So that's all I wanted to share. And thank you, Mayor, and my council colleagues for indulging me. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Polito. Mayor Pro Tem Johnson, do you have any councilmember communications?
Yes, I just wanted to report out that I too was also in attendance at the 27th Annual Festival of Friendship. It was the first year that it was held at the CCPA. So aside from the theater being a venue for professional artists, the CCPA is also a venue for community events and cultural programming such as Festival of Friendship. I wanted to share that LA County does a similar thing where the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion hosts an annual holiday celebration on Christmas Eve. It's a free event with a variety of performances featuring music ensembles, choirs, and dance companies. The Dorothy Chandler Pavilion is a building paid for by all LA County residents, including Cerritos residents. So it's a building for the people. They open it up to all residents of LA County to come out and attend for this free event. So just like the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, the CCPA is a building for the people. The CCPA is a building owned and operated by the city of Cerritos. It opened its doors to the community to come and enjoy this Festival of Friendship. I talked to a lot of the performers. They were really excited and honored to be able to perform on a world-class stage. And I also talked to a lot of the attendees where they felt that the venue was just perfect for the ample parking and ease of access. So I'm looking forward to a future Festival of Friendships happening over there at the CCPA. Then I wanted to share also the debut of our tote bag, our city tote bag. Was on sale for the first time at the Festival of Friendship. That day, they sold about 50 of them. Along with the tote bag, they also sold our little cow keychains. So just to let you know, these have become a hit since they hit the market, which was about a week ago. They've sold 300, so get yours soon. Pair it up like this.
They have a black color too.
They do. Yeah, mine is red. So speaking of the CCPA, I'd like to get consensus, council consensus, to direct the city manager, to direct staff to report back to the council on recent changes made to the CCPA that have enhanced revenue, and also to include in the report the purpose and intent of the CCPA.
I concur.
Thank you.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, the direction was to ask the city manager to direct staff to report back on recent changes made to the CCPA, specifically the changes that have enhanced revenue, and also the intent and purpose of the CCPA
How do you want that report back?
at a future council meeting.
So you want it as an agenda item?
Yes, thank you. And I have consensus.
So.
Yeah,
is it,
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, I agree too.
I second. Oh,
consensus.
The census, yeah.
Okay.
Mayor, may I ask my colleagues' support to have staff look into a citizen? We done that one, right?
I'm not done.
No, sorry, apologize. I'll take it back.
And my last consensus request is because of scheduling conflicts, we're going to need to either cancel or move the April 27th meeting. I'd like to direct the city manager to come back with some recommendations to either cancel the April 27th meeting or to reschedule it for another date and provide that to council at a future meeting so that we can discuss and consider. Do I have consensus on that?
I concur.
Thank you.
Done? Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, so we're going to bring that back as an agenda item? Is that what your request for consensus was? Yes. Okay, is that what you understood? Okay. Anything else, Mayor Pro Tem Johnson?
I'm done, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Councilmember Say, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, thank you, sir. I'm going to ask my council colleague to have staff look into the Citizen Oversight Committee and report back on budget and finance transparency audit oversight for the future. This is not coming now. I'm just asking support. Have staff to look into it. And we're talking about transparency. People has been concerned of how our budget goes, and many cities do have this kind of commission there. So that will staff work with the residents together, meeting maybe once a year or twice a year.
I concur.
Thank you.
All right, I agree. Anything else, Councilmember Say?
No, sir.
Mayor, can I add
Yes?
on? Yes.
You want to add something, Councilmember Hong?
Yes,
You go
thank
ahead.
you. Okay, I want to report one more thing. For 5K walk and run program, I have a chance to speak with LA Supervisor Janice Hans, field rep Lauren Yokomitsu, and I'm so glad that she worked hard to get us some grant. I don't know how much would that be, but I asked our city manager, Robert, to follow up with her and let us know how much grant we can get. That will really help our program going on. And we want to thank them for whatever contribution they can give it to our city. That would be great. And lastly, I want to say Happy Chinese New Year to all my Chinese friends and families and everybody in the city or even at the surrounding cities. And Happy Chinese New Year for the year of the horse. And I wish you all healthy. And I think healthy is most important thing and be safe and have a better year. We all looking for a brighter future and better year for everyone. Happy New Year one more time. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, so it was very inspirational and proud mayor to see the 500 ABC students doing a student walkout to exercise their First Amendment rights to speak, First Amendment rights, freedom of speech and freedom to assemble for a community concern that's important to them. And they made the decision that they wanted to include in their student walkout expressing themselves and speaking and assembling at the Cerritos Civic Center on the corner of 183rd and Bloomfield, in front of our Veterans Memorial, where we have other important city events like our Veterans Day ceremony and our Let Freedom Ring event. And seeing those kids, those ABC kids, show leadership and concern for the community and altruism for members of the community who feel unsafe or are unsafe. I was glad to be there as the mayor of Cerritos with other City Hall staff, and I was joined by ABC School Board Vice President Tatiana Yokoyama-Bui to be there and observe these students be leaders at such a young age, to be leaders and speak up for their communities and for themselves, for their families, for their schools, for the district. So I observed, but I was also happy to be engaged by some of those student leaders and have communications with them. They expressed their concerns to me. They asked questions, and what I also wanted to add was I'm thankful to the knowledge that our Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and our deputies from our Cerritos station were ready and prepared to keep the kids safe. So thank you to our Cerritos Sheriff Station. And I was just glad to be there and observe these students assemble and have speeches and have an open mic, so those students in attendance could speak. So thank you to those students for including, specifically, uniquely including the city of Cerritos as the city that you wanted to speak to, and you wanted us to hear you. And I and some of the staff from the City Hall was there to hear them and understand their concerns. Okay, so we completed at the Cerritos City Council meeting on January 26, 2026, a Proposition 218 hearing. That Proposition 218 hearing, because there was not a majority protest, the majority of the parcel owners did not protest. Therefore, the City Council considered and approved the Proposition 218 water and sewer rate adjustments that will allow the city of Cerritos to start the process of start the process of having a water and sewer infrastructure where the operations and maintenance are not subsidized by our general fund as it's been subsidized for already $33 million. The rate adjustments that the city council approved is on an incremental basis over a 5-year incremental rate adjustments. Therefore, our water and sewer infrastructure will continue to be subsidized by the general fund for 4 more years. That's going to add $12 million more of general fund subsidies. So when it's all over, because of this courageous vote by the city council to address this hemorrhaging of our general fund monies that's supposed to go for all of the needs of our city of Cerritos, that general fund, our taxpayers' dollars, it's supposed to address all of the needs of our city as seen in our budget. You know, we are gonna look, because of the city council's decision on January 26th, we're gonna be spending only $12 million more out of the general fund over the next 5 years for a total hemorrhaging of our general fund for $45 million will have been spent on our water and sewer infrastructure, subsidizing the use of water and sewer by our Cerritos residents and businesses, which is over $3,000 per parcel owner. What's sad about that is that subsidy only went to Cerritos water utility users, and therefore the residents who are Cerritos residents, our fellow Cerritos residents who get their water from La Palma, they did not share in any of that $45 million of subsidy. They did not get any of that approximate $3,000 plus subsidy per parcel owner of Cerritos who gets their water from the city of Cerritos. Similarly, all of our residents who don't get a water bill, because they live, for example, in a community like Cerritos Villas, so they don't pay a water bill. They also were not, first of all, they were not able to protest because they don't get a water bill. So that's one thing is the protests are only supposed to come from people that were using Cerritos water and sewer and getting a water bill. And therefore, they also didn't receive those Cerritos residents and families and households also did not receive the benefits of those $45 million in subsidies. So this Cerritos City Council is trying to do doing the right thing for the residents of businesses in Cerritos to have a water and sewer infrastructure where the operations and maintenance are paid for by the users, just like, for example, the residents of Cerritos who are getting their water from the city of La Palma, they are paying to the penny the water and sewer that they're using. So, and again, that water and sewer Proposition 218 hearing for the water and sewer rate adjustment was passed by this Cerritos City Council unanimously. It was a unanimous vote with 4 yes votes and 0 no votes. So again, it was a minority protest. It was not a majority protest. However, because of the procedure under the Proposition 218 process, which allows for protests to be submitted up until the conclusion of the public hearing, at the meeting during the agenda item on January 26, the city clerk's office did not validate any of the 6,400 protest forms that were submitted. There was absolutely zero validation, zero review of validation or invalidation of the 6,400 forms. So for transparency and for full information, I am asking for consensus that the 6,400 or so protest forms are validated or invalidated, and by the city clerk's office, working with the city manager's office and the city attorney and MIS to give the final numbers, the final accurate numbers of how many validated protests were turned in, how many valid protests were turned in, and how many invalid protests were turned in.
I concur.
I concur as well.
And I would like that done in 2 months. I would like that done in 60 days, because I understand that the city clerk's office and the city manager's office and the city attorney and MIS, you have your regular responsibilities and tasks that you have to do in your respective positions. So that's why I'm asking you to get us the results back in 60 days. Okay? And you have consensus.
Can I ask one question just for clarification? When you open the ballot, consider protest paper, do you need to get the citizen also involved, or it doesn't need it to? This is going to the attorney questions. Do we need the residents to be there when we open the? No, we don't. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so do I have consensus? Okay, so we have consensus. Okay, also, this city council approved at a previous meeting considering a future ballot measure placed by the city of Cerritos on a future election, a ballot measure to make some charter amendments. And I asked for consensus to postpone that indefinitely until there's further direction from the city council.
I concur.
I concur.
Okay, you have direction from the council regarding protest form, validation and invalidation, and regarding not moving forward with a ballot measure regarding charter amendments until there's additional instructions from the city council at a future city council meeting. Okay? Last thing is, I attended the United States Conference of Mayors in Washington, D.C. In the end of January. And in addition to learning about best practices from my colleagues from cities across the country, and hearing some very informative information at the sessions at the United States Conference of Mayors, including some, cutting edge stuff like AI. Once again, I had the opportunity with my neighboring cities and my colleagues from up and down California, and also our federal lobbyists, Jason Browdy and Kylie Associates. We had the opportunities to meet with our Congress member, Derek Tran in his office, and we also got to meet with our California senators, Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla. So we were meeting with Alex Padilla and Adam Schiff, able to advocate for our city, our state, but our specific cities, and and we told them about what we need in our cities, and those kind of meetings where Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla and Derek Tran hear from the city of Cerritos face to face reminds them that they are representing our city. They're representing city of Cerritos, and we need help. We need their help. So I'm glad to report that we just received $3,150,000 in federal funding for the Del Amo Boulevard Bridge Replacement and Roadway Improvements Project. It was signed into law last week by the President as part of the federal fiscal year 2026 funding process. Okay? And this funding was directly the result of the submission by our United States Congress member, Derek Tran. And this was in direct response to advocacy by my council colleagues and myself to Derek Tran and his staff. And this $3,150,000 is a significant step towards the design and ultimate construction of this bridge. And this completion of this Del Amo Boulevard Bridge project, the light at the end of the tunnel just got a little bit brighter. This project is a critical investment for the city of Cerritos, our transportation infrastructure, and it's also a regional transportation network. So this $3,150,000 is combined with the $5 million in federal funds that we were awarded previously by Congresswoman Steele, which the city secured from Congresswoman Steele in 2024. And that $5 million was similarly the result of advocacy by the Cerritos City Council and myself and Mayor Pro Tem Linda Johnson going to Washington, D.C., and meeting in person with Congresswoman Steele in her office in Washington, D.C., and asking her for money for the Del Amo Boulevard Bridge project. So thank you to our Congress member Derek Tran and to previously Congresswoman Steele in helping our city by getting us $8,150,000 in federal funding for the city of Cerritos for this important regional transportation infrastructure project. And, this funding would not have been possible without the efforts of the Cerritos City Council. Thank you, council colleagues, for always advocating for our city, to our local, to our county leaders, to our state leaders, and to our federal leaders. We advocate to them in Washington, D.C., but we also advocate to them in Sacramento or to their district offices. Okay? So staff, if you could please continue to keep the city council updated about the $8,150,000. Please let us know when we are in receipt of the $3,150,000 that was signed by the president last week. And please keep us updated about the Del Amo Bridge project. We need to keep working on getting additional funding to complete this project. And I'm confident the Cerritos City Council will continue to work towards getting funding for this project and other needs of our city from our state representatives and our county representatives, just like Councilmember Hong reported that Supervisor Janice Hahn has generously provided some sponsorship for one of our upcoming city events, the 5K run walk. What are we calling it? What are we calling it, Annie?
Thank you for the question. We are calling it Celebrate in Stride, Move with the Herd.
Move with the herd. Move with the herd. How many O's is in move?
2.
Okay, I knew it. Okay, thank you for letting me share the good news about the $8,150,000 that we now have in federal funding for the Del Amo Bridge project. Item 12. Thank you. Thank you. So, the Cerritos City Council is working on, we're part of the Gateway Cities COG. I think it's 27 cities. 27 cities are a part of the Gateway Cities COG, and we're advocating for things for our region of Los Angeles County, 27 cities. We were supposed to go, the city manager and I were supposed to go to Washington, D.C. on February 23, 24, 25 to try to get federal support and funding for the Southeast Gateway line. And that trip got rescheduled. So because that trip got rescheduled, the city manager and I will no longer be going to Washington, D.C. So I asked for consensus to move our special city council meeting of February 26 back to the original regular date of February 23.
I concur.
I concur as well.
Concur.
Okay, thank you. So, City Clerk, our second meeting of February is now back to the original regular time of February 23 because the City Council meets on the second and fourth Mondays of the month. So now you can push that out to our residents and to the public and to the community that we're going to have our second meeting of February back at the normal time. Item 12, closed session. Next on the agenda is item 12, City Attorney. Will you please announce the closed session items?
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. Due to developments, we will not need to be in closed session to discuss items 12A or 12B. So you're off the hook.
Off the hook. So since closed session will not be happening. This meeting is adjourned.